Good morning, everyone. Steve Georgia here from Allendale's Trading Floor, January 15th, bringing you your morning coffee. Before we get deep into the grains here this morning, we're going to talk about our Outlook conference that's coming up here in the next couple weeks. We're about 2 weeks away. We're doing it right online. You guys don't have to come to cold, windy Chicago. You can sit right in front of the comfort of your computer, and we're bringing our presentation to you this year. So it's done as a webinar format. But give us a call. Be glad to get you registered for that. But we're going to go over corn, beans, wheat, cattle, hogs, and also do the weather and give you a full outlook for 2014. So with that in mind, right now we got corn down about 2.5 cents. You got beans that are unchanged to just slightly higher, and then wheat down about 1.50 cents. Now, as far as corn, we've got some of this near-term demand issues. A lot of analysts right now paring back export demand just because we continue to hear chatter of China. Are these cancellations going to continue or not? But we need to see some demand pick up yet for corn. We know export sales last week were pretty weak. And are we going to see that step it up? But analyst estimates actually reducing export demand at this point. That may end up that carryout number, I should say, that we saw last Friday, is that kind of the low that we may see? Are we going to see that actually increase? If so, we'll see price affected once again. Also, as we move forth for corn, we're going to continue, and beans, but we're going to continue to start talking about the acreage report that's coming up at the end of March. A lot of focus on that. There's been studies out from the University of Illinois talking about 9 million acres more than what we had harvested last year that needs to go somewhere. So we'll be discussing that in detail on or I should say from our Outlook conference in the next few weeks. So certainly get involved with that. We'll go into further depth there. As far as beans, there's talk that China had bought some more beans yesterday. We'll have to see 8 a.m. sales today, see if that does get reported. But in the beans, the big talk has been Argentine weather. Yesterday, if you look at an intraday map, or an intraday chart, I should say, that you can almost pinpoint when the midday weather models had come out because they started throwing around the D word, the drought. They have put a little bit more rain into the forecast here today, kind of calming down that excitement that we had seen from that run. But watch for that again. If that does continue to come through, and we start talking about that more, maybe there is a little more life to the upside yet for beans. But we saw some excitement from that. Watch these weather models again. This is more of a crucial time right now for corn, not so much for beans, but beans right now have that reaction because we are tight stocked. So watch for that. As I said, a lot of the weather maps this morning increased a little bit of rain, but they're still looking for 90 to 100 degree temperatures today through Friday, and that will stress the crop again as far as what we've been hearing. So we'll see. Also, as far as the wheat, we've seen some support in the wheat. Argentina is a big proponent of that. They're going to be looking for additional hard red wheat. They're looking at about what they need is about 600,000 tons of milling wheat a month. So we'll see if we can pick up our demand here. Now, we know export sales really haven't been there. We need to find some demand to give a little support to that wheat market, maybe to change this trend a little bit. But right now, the trend is still down. We continue to leak back. But watch that. Can we get some sales? Can we see something to turn this wheat market around? There's also talks out there of India having an enormous wheat crop. They've got a good crop out there. So globally, as a whole, we don't really have a wheat problem. That's why we see wheat continue to drift lower. So we'll see if something changes there, but look for sales made if Argentina needs to be buying some wheat. As far as outside markets, stock market right now up 34 points. Gold and silver, though, down sharply, $8 to $9 in gold. Silver down about 25 cents. You got the dollar rallying up 33 cents, putting that at 81.10. And then in livestock, you've got cattle 10 cents higher. Still talks of stronger cash trade for cattle. We had seen light trade 141 out in Nebraska earlier this week on Monday. Are we going to see that continue? Can we hold that throughout the week? So we'll be watching for further cash trades this week to see if we can keep this market as strong as we've seen in the past few days. As far as hogs, up 42 cents. Have we turned the corner? Are we really? Can we see some of these rallies hold? A lot of times we've seen them give back this throughout the day, but we're still hoping the cash market can turn around here and maybe start to trend higher as we get into the coming weeks. So still looking for that bottom to come in here as far as hogs. Don't want to say that it's here just yet, but we are starting to see a little optimism and trying to work a little higher as well. So as I mentioned earlier, our conference, I want to end with that as well. Give us a call. Be glad to get you signed up, get you any information that we possibly can. You can reach us over here at 800-262-7538 or check us out on the web at allendale-inc.com. You guys have a great day today. I'll talk to you again tomorrow morning.